No, they not like us. No, they not like us. What? Okay. Now this is what got urban folk. Oh, it was such a diss to Drake because, you know, they dated. You know why? You know why? Part of the reason why they fell out, because Drake told her when she did that at the Wimbledon that was not cool. Okay, that's one of the reasons why they fell out. Her and Drake, is because he criticized her for doing a Crip walk at Wimbledon in 2012. Now, the biggest irony I find in all of this is the celebration of a gang culture that killed her older sister. But you know what? What would I expect from urban people? I expect nothing less. Yeah, there we go. Yetunde, that was her name. Yetunde.
One man in custody and are looking for as many as 4 other possible suspects in connection with the shooting death of Yetunde Price, the 31-year-old sister of Venus and Serena Williams.
It just seems so unreal. Now it's on the news and it's everywhere. And so the reality of it is kind of sinking in.
And I was just trying to get a flight back to LA because the kid.
Now look what they said in the comments. This person says, riddle me this. Why does Serena Crip walk every chance she gets, especially after a Crip killed her oldest sister, Yetunde Price, back in 2003? That's a very good question. That's a very, very good question. Let's continue. Oh, shit.
Today, as Venus and Serena Williams flew into Los Angeles, police announced that they'd arrested one local man for the shooting and were still seeking 2 other suspects. A statement from the Williams family said they were saddened and devastated by the murder. Quote, "She was our nucleus and our rock. Our grief is overwhelming."
A strange thing happens when people that you love pass away. You know, no one really knows.
No, ma'am. Not pass away, murdered. She was gunned down. Let's come on, put everything in proper context. Passing away is a heart attack, you know, car crash, you know what I'm saying? But to get you know, like gunned down in broad daylight, that's no, ma'am. That you didn't pass. You were murdered. I'm just saying.
Or what it actually means, or how their life is going to change.
I think the hardest part was telling the kids. And I just remember, like, we stayed at my apartment at the time.
Nah, damn all that. We ain't here for all that. Sis, no. Let's see what else they got.
2021's King Richard, in which Will Smith plays Serena and Venus Williams' father and tennis coach, Richard Williams, shines a light on an often forgotten part of the champion duo's origin story. As people noted, their half-sister and personal assistant, Yetunde Price, was shot and killed in Compton in 2003. She was just 31 years old.
Tunde's first in her class, Lynn and Isha are too.
When the Williams sisters appeared on Red Table Talk to discuss the film with Will Smith, Serena opened up about how it felt to see her late sister portrayed on screen. She recalled, "I think I cried the whole time. Whenever she came on film, I just started even still." Their mother, Oracene Price, agreed, calling it a quiet moment.
It was just something that you kind of try to put in the back of your mind and don't want to remember.
This sentiment echoed a comment Serena had made 2 years after her sister's death when she told The Guardian in 2005.
Now, how come anytime any other celeb lose a family member, y'all be hopping on it was an offering. So why is this not any different? I'm not understanding. So why is it not an offering, a sacrifice in this case, but everybody else's situation, it is? Okay, you know what? Y'all got it, but let's continue.
"I haven't really coped yet. I'm trying to figure out how to cope with it, but not a day goes by when I don't think of it. And I try to make sure I talk to all of my sisters every single day." So, what really led to the tragic murder, and how did it all unfold? At the
let's
time,
get to it.
Yetunde was dating Roland Wormley, and he was with her the night she was killed.
Okay, so did he have gang activity ties? Did he have gang ties? What's the man's name? Wait. Roland Yetunde. Wait. What's his name? Roland Wormley. Okay. Is that his name? So what did he say happened? In a drive-by shooting. you do know LA invented the drive-by. But okay. Let's continue. Let's see. Mama 331 gunned down September 2003. Okay, he said a lot of people haven't heard my story. This really messed me up. Okay. The truth is, the Williams family didn't just sweep me under the rug, they flushed me down the toilet as well. They met at a surprise party in Compton. We were inseparable. We talked and danced the whole night, and we ended up going to my brother's after party. We spent the whole night together. Now, and we're talking about, water seeks its own level. Clearly, she was a boss chick, and he was beneath her. He was a fixer-upper, the type of talking points these women like to use, as to why you shouldn't date a dusty man because you may end up getting killed because he's dusty. Hey, I get it. Let's continue. Yetunde, a registered nurse, beauty salon owner, and a part-time assistant to her famous sisters, soon asked Wormley to move into her home in Corona. So he was a hobosexual, yes? Hobosexual, yes? Techie, thank you, bruh. Wow, thank you for the 20. Do you really think this has nothing to do with the political climate? Trump's influence has emboldened a lot of these folks to show their true colors. Let me get back to it. This one's dropping 4K per seat. That's his core audience. Yes, I agree. Listen, we said the first term that Trump, remember when people were getting mad at Trump because all the cops were wearing the Punisher shirts, and then all the people were hardcore Antifa guys were identifying with Trump. I'm like, I get it. They want their spot back. It's whiteness be back at the forefront, like white male power structure being back at the forefront. This is no different. Now it's on steroids. Now it's out of control. Now you have white men going after other white men. So you have Trump's version of white men at war with whoever other's version of white men in the power structure as well. So this is a proxy war between two white men, old white men, basically in a power struggle. And we are all caught in a vacuum, and we will be the casualties of this war. So yeah, Trump back in, got everybody saying everything with their chest. Good. Say it with your chest. Let me know where I stand. Right? Y'all, the best offense is a good defense. Okay, defensively, I need to know where I stand with you, so that way I can prepare, counter, whatever I need to do to circumvent you, or go around you, go through you, deal with you, or just avoid you altogether. Yes, Trump has emboldened these white men, the voiceless white men that have been supplanted and have been emasculated under the Biden administration. Yeah. So now you see all that. And this is part of the whole DEI rollback. So now you're seeing all this stuff that gave women power being rolled back. And now you're seeing the white men getting their power back. Now the chest is poked out a little bit. Now they talk a little sterner. So now it's like, what you say? Now white men are like, could you please not say that? Now it's getting back to, what'd you say? I didn't hear you. What'd you say? Say that again? Yeah, I'm with it. Thank you for letting me know where I stand with y'all. That's the best thing you can do for me and mine. So now we know how to maneuver. I don't see the problem. I embrace the shit. Yes, so you regular schmegular ass white dudes that felt disenchanted, disenfranchised, you felt let down by your government, you felt like the government stabbed you in the back, and now you got your little balls back. Okay, now let's see what's up. You got your little balls back. Trump gave you your little balls back. Come on, let's see what we talking about. Yeah, I'm with it. I have no issues with this at all. None. But thank you for that, Techie. I appreciate that. So she moved him into her home. She took in a dusty, homeless Pookie. Look at this. I accumulated so much love for her kids. I didn't have any father growing up, so I wanted to be there for them. Still, he turned down Yetunde's request to move in and get married. He said, I wanted to gain her trust. She had been hurt previously. She was a single mom with three really young kids, and I was young. I told her I don't want to hurt you and be in the kids' lives and end up breaking up. Wow. So how she ended up with 3 kids is so Richard's not her daddy. Oracene had already had Yetunde. Richard came in, stepdad, and then raised her, and then had Venus and Serena with Oracene. So it was Lindria and Isha and Yetunde. So she had 3 kids prior to meeting Richard. Okay, let's continue. Yetunde had her son Jeffrey, who was 11 at the time of his mom's death, with Jeffrey Johnson. The couple were together less than a year, as she left him after he was jailed for assaulting a policeman. Oh, okay, she likes him rough. She likes roughnecks. She then wed Byron Bobbitt and had her daughter Justice and son Jair, 5 and 3, at their mom's passing. But Yetunde lived in fear of Bobbitt. She filed a police complaint in 1997, which read in part, husband threatened me with a knife to my throat, stating he would kill me if I took his daughter away, and he also physically assaulted me. Okay. It's always the well-to-do women that find themselves immersed with these type of men. I find it fascinating, but let's continue. With her sister's help, Yetunde left Bobbitt, divorcing him in 2000, and launched a beauty salon in Lakewood, California. Wormley admits he was no angel. He had served time for vehicle theft, petty theft, and domestic violence, and was on parole for drug and gun offenses at the time of his girlfriend's death. Oh, no. Come on, man. Ladies, I get it. Whatever makes you moist, I get it. But seriously? You met this nigga, he was already on parole for drugs and guns. Oh my goodness. Let's continue. Here we go. He said he told Yetunde all about his past. I was in a gang when I met her, but I would not show her any parts of that. It was a totally different life with me and her. So your younger sister does the dance, the world famous dance of gangsterisms, the same gangsterism that took her life and made her children, somebody else's responsibility. And you celebrate this on the world stage, and you niggas want to sit here and tell me that's a diss to Drake. This is the same Drake that told her, hey, don't do that. That's not cool. You're on the world stage. You're the biggest athlete in the world. Don't do that. Don't reduce yourself to gangsterism. And what y'all said was, yes, girl, yes, do that. Compton's in the house. Compton, Bompton. Okay. Let's continue. Everything came crashing down in the early hours of September 14, 2003. Yetunde had been calling her boyfriend that night, upset that he had forgotten their planned date. I told her we still got tomorrow. The couple met up before midnight when Yetunde picked him up from a friend's house in West Compton because he doesn't have a car, where he had been watching a boxing match on TV. She told me she was drinking a little bit and asked me to take the wheel, but Wormley didn't have a valid driver's license. Okay, so now let's get back to the story. And I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. So, okay, Wormley didn't have a driver's license, so he stuck to the side streets as he drove Yetunde's GMC Yukon Denali. I looked over to her and said, "Tunde, are you okay? Where do you want to go?" But she was over it. I said, "Damn, I didn't remember I had promised to take you out." It freaked me out seeing her crying. I was desperately trying to make it up to her. Her last words to me were, "Oh, Ro." Their car was, he said, right across the street from where her sisters practice tennis, and I see these sparks. I couldn't hear anything as the windows were up. I see a guy standing to the side of a house. He has something in his hand and he's shooting at us. I instantly grabbed Tunde's hand and pressed the gas. I floored and drive through the next set of lights. I'm freaking out. The back window is just shattered. I pull over. I lift Tunde up and blood is dripping out of her. I didn't see where she got shot and now I'm freaking out and it's dark. It was a lot. In shock, Wormley drove to his mother's nearby apartment and she called 911. He claimed that the authorities who arrived arrested him on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon. According to Wormley, Yetunde had been shot by an AK-47 assault rifle, which was still in the passenger seat when the car... What? Hold up. According to Wormley, Yetunde had been shot by an AK-47 assault rifle, was still in the passenger seat when the cop... Oh, okay, when he was... Okay. When he was still in the passenger seat when the cops cuffed him. Okay. They left her in the truck while she was still living. If they would have took her to the hospital, immediately she would still be living. But nigga, why didn't you drive to the hospital? I don't understand. Why didn't he just drive straight to the hospital? Okay. All I kept saying was get her to a hospital. They didn't care about anybody who was black or coming to their rescue, especially when it was gun violence, until they found out that she was a superstar sister. Wormley's sister Carmel recalled the scene to post. The ambulance turned the light out as they turned the corner and we knew she had gone. Roland was still in the police car watching. They were pretty much harassing him. LAPD officers reportedly held him for allegedly violating the terms of his parole. Yes. How many times have I heard you say if you're on parole, you cannot have any police contact? If you bump into an officer on the side in a store, that's police contact. You can be violated. If you get shot for whatever reason and you're on parole, you can be violated for police contact. If you get pulled over for a speeding ticket, that is police contact. You cannot have no contact with police at all. If the cop helps you get your cat out of a tree, that is police contact. You can be violated. It's up to your parole officer, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying? You cannot have any contact with police. If you save a cop's life, he gets into a shootout and you grab him out the car and take him to the hospital, save his life, that is police contact. You could be violated for parole. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay. Let's continue. During interrogations, he claims authorities told him that other witnesses said he had fought with people at the Compton house, which he denied. So this is one of the shooters. He didn't look bothered here. I had my hands cuffed behind me back like an animal. I couldn't use the phone or watch the news. They wouldn't let me phone a lawyer or my family. They told me they didn't want to harm their investigation. Most painful, he said, was that he missed Yetunde's funeral. I went through so much pain. I lost my love. Did anybody think about that? We just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Wormley said he was kept behind bars for over a week. I asked God every day, why did you take her? She was an angel. Why didn't you take me? He claims that the Williams and Price families, whom he had celebrated with at Yetunde's Hawaiian-themed birthday party the month before, shut me out. I went through hell the minute I lost Tunde. Her family thought I had something to do with it. And January 2004, police arrested former Crips member Robert Maxfield. He was only 23 at the time for her killing. Maxfield pleaded no contest to voluntary manslaughter. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison. He paroled in March of 2018. He was arrested again months later after allegedly violating his parole. Look here. A spiraling Wormley found himself in and out of trouble for a string of crimes after Yetunde's death. He was just devastated by Tunde's death that just took his life away. He went to jail in 2004 after pleading no contest to burglary. In 2006, he was sentenced to 14 years in prison for robbery and attempted murder. His mother died while he was in prison. This is what she liked. This is what she liked. He's now 2 years out of prison and on parole, working as an Amazon delivery driver. He has 5 children and a 6th on the way with his girlfriend. This is what she liked. This is what she liked. And this is what Serena chooses to celebrate. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Look at this. He said that leaders of the Crips gang, of which Maxfield had been a member of, later apologized to him for Yetunde's murder. Wow. 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 Look at this. The Williams family opened the Yetunde Price Resource Center in Compton in 2016 to provide resources and programming to those affected by trauma. Oh, look here. Maxfield, that's the shooter, meanwhile, is once again in legal trouble. On Wednesday, he was in an LA court after being charged with possession of a firearm. He will be sentenced in January, and his attorney said he intends to surrender. As for Wormley, who has tattoos of Price's name, he is concentrating on taking care of his kids and staying out of trouble. He still thinks often of Yetunde and her 3 children, who he never saw again after her death, as they were raised by Oracene in Florida. He said, "I'm not sure if I'll be able to watch the film. All I did was get in the car and drive. I'm sorry I turned down the wrong street." Yeah, okay. Hey, that's what made her moist, y'all. That's what made her moist, y'all. That's what she liked. That's what she liked. Yeah. Thank you. RC, thank you for the 20, bruh. She couldn't let go of the thug passion. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.